somewhat familiar. Close enough. Are you video filming there now? In case you're wondering. I'm absolutely starving. So, welcome back. Hold on now, let me clip this yoke on here. Welcome back. This is the first car done and out the gap. Don't mind that bit of smoke there, I wouldn't worry too much. This is done, test driven, and perfect. It's now going for mapping. So we're going to drop it off at the place for mapping, and then we're going to collect something else. May as well make use of it. Like, I hate going in an empty trailer. So that's the first car done. We've test drove it. I took it over the weekend. About 1,000 kilometers put up on it. Car is perfect, bar obviously the light being on the dash for the injectors. So we've blanked the fuel lines, and then I washed the whole car, gave it a wipe down, did the interior, wiped down all the door jams, and just made sure it goes back clean, because that's how we want to give them back. There's no point in giving back a dirty car. We'll get it strapped down and we'll get up the road. We'll get this dropped off, get the next car collected, a haircut maybe, and that's kind of it, I think. You're not getting much of a fucking update today, are you? Welcome back to the van. We're currently in... What are you doing here with the fucking, like...
Show them we're in the van. We're in the van, like.
You're gonna... And that's the reason why 75% of our audience have... We're in the van. Okay. Welcome back to the future. The last video did savage. We're very happy. Everyone actually hit the like button. I asked and you did it. So I've had a little bet with David. He reckons we won't do 2 good videos on the trot. So let's prove him wrong once more and actually hit the like button. Comment, tell us what you like, tell us what you don't like. But we appreciate the likes, we appreciate the views. Because we're only a small YouTube channel, so every view and every like matters. I hope David's wrist movement there made you realise we're actually in the van. Yeah, you know, the more you do it, I can see what you're doing now. I can actually see. Makes sense.
Yeah, we're in the van.
We're in the van. We're in the van. We're in the middle of Galway City. We're dropping off the S3. Just so they know we're in Galway City. We'll drop the postcode. Oh, I got a haircut, yeah, fresh. We won't say who did it because he's refusing to come up and give us a good deal on trims. But you know, if there was enough interest, we're in Galway City. We're dropping off the S3. And we are picking up something else. I don't know how far away the other car is though. I'm sure we'll see. Hopefully it's not too far. So it is now Wednesday morning, and we have a few things to show you inside. Just a quick shot of the old slab there. It's looking very majestic. We'll start outside. So I haven't shown you this since we cleaned it. There you go. So we have the engine bay all cleaned up. This one actually cleaned up really well. It wasn't that dirty to begin with, but some of the chemicals we've gotten, I have 2 different ones now. We kind of mix and match depending on what we're spraying them on, but it actually cleans up really nice. Like, I have not touched this with a brush or a cloth or anything. Spray it on, wash it off. Looks class. Steering rack all nice and clean. Just makes it easier to work on. So then your hands stay nice and clean. And it's not like you're working on a dirty diesel. Like that thing over there. It shouldn't be allowed here, but we'll let at least one PD in. So, as you've seen, the S3 is gone, and we have replaced it with this, which is a B5 Quattro A4. You've probably seen this one before if you have liked or watched any of our videos. This is a 20 valve turbo, and it's in for clutch, timing belt. It's getting ECU, injectors and turbo, and upgraded ECU, injectors and turbo. So it'll be here for a little while, a couple of weeks. There's no major rush with this one. We'll tip it away at it slowly. We don't have the clutch or the time belt yet, so that one you will be seeing in the background for a while. I will not be working on that straight away. But if you've been watching carefully, you'll see on the trailer is an E30. And this one's in for possibly a lot, possibly not a lot. We'll have to wait and see. We need to get this one up on the lift and get it checked over and see exactly what it needs and what it doesn't need. We just collected this one last night, and the first thing we need to do is give it a bath. So I'll get it outside. We'll leave it on the trailer because I want to wash the trailer as well. We'll get it outside, we get the car washed, the trailer washed, and while we're washing it, I'll show you a bit more about what's under the bonnet. I'm gonna one-handed wash this. It's gonna be like a barn find kind of a thing. Satisfying. I probably should have the microphone on for this. We'll get it all rinsed off first. The first thing to do when you start with any sort of a project is clean. Get the car clean, get it washed down, all the dirt off it, and at least then you'll have an idea what you're starting with. So I'll get this washed, then I might give you a look at what's under the bonnet. That's her all washed up. Just a quick wash, rinse off the wheels and give it a quick sponge down and just kind of get most of the dirt and muck that's been on it. It has been sitting for 3.5 years, so that's why the paint's gone a little flaky in places, but it's to be expected. It was sitting outside, which is a shame. Now, you're probably wondering what's under here. Well, it has the love it or hate it. Some people love them, a lot of people hate them. M54 B30. So this had started, how can I put this? Someone had started swapping the engine in and realised that they might have bitten off a bit more than they can chew, and that it's not the most straightforward swap, simply because you're putting 10 pounds of shit in a 1 pound bag. It's a very tight squeeze. Like, this is a small car and it is a big engine. You can see the back of it is effectively touching. The front of it is touching. So they kind of got to this point in the swap and then they realised that they have some issues. Now, it's nothing I can't resolve. They had an issue trying to get the fan onto it and it wouldn't fit. We're going to take out that radiator, get an aluminium one smaller, push it forward, put the fan in. That's no big deal. With this we have wiring to do. We're going to have to extend some of the loom because it's a left-hand drive car. We need to get the wiring over to the right-hand side, and this is an engine from a right-hand drive car. We need to convert all that stuff over and back. And there's exhaust to be done. The selector for the gearbox isn't on. Prop has to go on. And the engine is probably going to have to come out because this has never had the oil pump not modified. It hasn't been welded, it hasn't been wire locked, and we don't even know if it has a new oil pump. So first job with this is going to be drop the engine and then inspect it and do all the bits and pieces that need to be done to it. Thermostat, water pump, oil pump, all the stuff to make it just go in reliable and not have issues down the road. Do all the gaskets and stuff like that, because in case you haven't noticed, to take that engine out, you know why it's 200, lad. It is not a 5-minute job. To get the engine out of this car is an absolute nightmare. The guy that put it in told me, don't even try to take it out. Millimeters is what he was working with. So we're going to have to drop the engine out of it, freshen it up, and put the engine back in for the final time. There's also possibly upgrades to be done on the brakes. He wants new coilovers. We might be doing all new bushings, taking out the subframes, powder coating, all that sort of stuff. Could be a 5-minute project, it could be a 5-year project. Well, it won't be 5 years because I won't let it sit here for 5 years, but that's the next one. So we'll get the engine washed up. All this grease and grime and crud and dirt and fucking rotten shit off of it so I can actually get a better idea of what we have going on. We'll get this washed up, then we're going to get it in on the lift. We're going to get it checked over. It's inside. We have the engine washed up. I'm sure David will include clips of the engine, so I'm not even going to be like, look at the engine, because you're probably going to hear my voice and then some montage of engine shots of all the shiniest parts that cleaned up the best. We'll hide all the stuff that didn't wash up nice, like the radiator. Engine is washed, clips here. Outside the car is washed. In around all the door jambs and just all the shit that sits in there and blow away all the spiders. So the next step now is to get it up on the lift. We'll run through the bottom of the car and we'll see what secrets are hiding underneath there. And we'll make up a list then for the owner of the bits he's missing and the bits he needs to change. And then we'll start making a plan with the car. And it's going to be hard to tell how quick this project goes until we know exactly what we're doing with the car. It could be here for a while. But we'll try and get it done quick. Like, according to some people, that engine, it just needs a quick map and it's ready to start. Maybe all the wiring and exhaust and clutch and brakes and all the other stuff. But like I was saying, the wiring loom, we're going to have to really have a look at and see what way the best way to do it is. It's a left-hand drive, so I don't really know what the wiring inside is like, but I mean the fuse box is in the same place as the right-hand drive ones. So I can imagine it's very similar. The guy we picked it up off was like, we're going to have to extend these and put them fucking through the wheel and in the door. And I don't know, but we'll find out. So there'll be a lot of looking through what was done to it because we haven't done any of this. So we'll see. But I can guarantee you that engine is coming out. Discs are I don't mind if the discs are new and they look like they're not really being used. There was loads of bits put on the car when it was first being built, and now it's just been sitting outside and it's all trashed.
Move the spring.
See, Bora lads now will be like, oh, fucking scan, so that's grand, there's no way that could fall out. Just playing the front wheel bearings. Tires are all flat spotted. I'm making great use out of your whiteboard. Front coil springs loose. Tires. Front and DP. Lights are all good. Okay, we'll lift it up some more. Edit this bit out. Let's start at the front and see what we're working with here. Oh, it's not as bad. He's right. The exhaust it'll fit there. It just looked worse from up top. Jesus Christ, there's spiders inside the exhaust. Okay, we'll start here at the front left corner. Yeah, there was loads of shit replaced at one stage. It's going to need new coilovers, power steering lines, coolant lines. It's missing, obviously, the fan, that rad. Is this fucking, whoa, what happened to the front panel? Did you see that? It's mangled. Oh fuck. Okay. I might have to get a different rad, I'd say, and probably cut this here and cut the top panel and then move the rad forward. Give us a bit more room here. Although an electric fan would probably fit in there. I'd say there's loads of room. Fan and a cow. Should have washed it yesterday. It's dripping in my face. So it needs a water pump. I'll put it down for everything on the engine. It's gonna need like water pump, thermostat, all the bits and pieces. The sump was off. It's gonna have to come off again. I'd say the best thing to do with this is gonna be to drop down the subframe, engine, the whole lot. Just drop it down off the ground. It's the easiest way of getting it out and putting it back in again. Suspension wise, it doesn't look too bad. Oh, the ball joints are all good. It's had bushings done. The rack feels okay. There's no play in the rack. It's got upgraded engine mounts. It's got the E34 M5 engine mounts. It's got a ZF box, which nearly has all the bolts in it. It's got a ZF box. Is the clutch connected? Clutch is connected. Some stuff done. Shame it has to all come back out again. It's got a brand new gwib. The selector is not on. Where's that reverse light switch? Is run up there. He had some stuff done, like. The shell's pretty clean. Like. And in the back, like she's actually not bad. And again, I think, like, apparently the diff's been redone. Poly bushed. She's got the medium case 391. This is actually the diff that it was in my E36 in drift car. That's the 3.9, that's where you get them from. 325i Sports. Serious diff, that is the ratio to have. It's the best ratio out of any of them. Fuck, it's actually not bad, you know. So like it needs a full set of coilovers, front and back. These springs are collapsed. Like they shouldn't be, like they're gone. They're gone completely. Either they're the wrong springs or they're gone really weak because they just squish when the car's sitting on the ground, they're squished together. You can't have the springs, you can't have them touching each other unless obviously it's like a helper spring. Do you know what, it's actually not that bad. I would say the best thing to do with this is going to be, no, it's okay. Yeah, it's tight. Nice. I was expecting it to be worse. Like missing more stuff. I think the best thing to do with this is drop the engine, prep it, do all the bits and pieces, pull the sump, and then sort out all the wiring in the engine bay and get it ready then for the engine to actually go back in, because wiring this with the engine is going to be a nightmare, running wires through. So if we could prep the loom, do all the coilovers and stuff, and then slot it back in again, get it driving and starting. Not bad. There isn't much of a list there really. Sort out the radiator situation and just get a couple of hoses made up for the power steering and stuff like that. I thought this was going to be worse. Back in the headquarters, and we're going to give you a little update in the S14. So I haven't actually done much with it for the last couple of days because I haven't had a whole pile of time and I may have been a little bit lazy, but we're back at it now and we are going to catch up. We're not too far away. Well, when I say we're not too far away, like, it'll be done. Saturday night, this car will be in paint and ready to be reassembled on Sunday, hopefully. Depends on what the weather is like, but this is the stage we're at now. If this would turn around. Turn! There we go. So we've gone backwards to go forwards. We have the whole kit off, and you can see, I don't think I've shown the quarters. So I have cut them, unfortunately. Sad day. I need to go up a little bit closer to that line just to give myself a bit more room. I took off, you know, as little as possible. I don't want to chop half the quarter panel off. And then I need to fold this lip up, out, over it, weld it, seal it, job done. But you can see that's her in all her glory, all stripped. And over here, if you follow me patiently, we have the kit and the kits all laid out there. So there's not a whole pile of prep left in the kit. Most of it has been done when it's on the car, and like starting with the front, you know, the wings, the bumper, really nice, took my time, and the rest of it then I was just like, who cares? Back quarters, skirts especially, rear quarters, skirts, back bumper, spoiler I put a bit of time into. No, it's not saying they'll be shit like, but let's just say I'm not going to spend 4 years blocking them. So there we go, the car and the kit. And I'll give you one last little update after smashing the plug of the Hoover. I might give you an update later on this evening as to how far I get. Maybe I won't, maybe I'll wait until I get back here the next time. So for now, adios, I got some fucking work to do. So, I'm not gonna say so, hold on. Right, we are back and it is about 10 o'clock, just before 10 o'clock. And I have pretty much everything I wanted to get done with the S14 finished. Out there in the darkness, there's another project happening. And I'll show you both of them tomorrow. I'm not gonna show you any updates in the S14. I'll save it for tomorrow when we're fresh and I'll run through everything and what I've left to do with it. And tomorrow morning I'll show you what was happening in there. Welcome back. And in case it's not obvious, your man is sick, but we're gonna struggle on today because we got work to do. So while I wait for, where are you little fucker? While I wait for David, I'm gonna quickly run through what the story is with E30. I had a conversation with the owner yesterday and we've kind of put together a plan. After checking it over, we realised that the car doesn't actually need as much as we thought, so we're going to do everything anyways. We're going to start by taking out the front subframe, all the suspension and the engine. Then we're going to strip the engine down. We're going to do everything that it needs. So it's going to get all the gaskets, water pump, it's going to get oil pump. We're probably going to go to an upgraded oil pump with the welded nut, and we're going to do a full clean down of the engine, make it look nice. And then we have decided to go with upgraded brakes on the front. We're probably going to go with 4-piston Brembos, maybe off like a Seat Leon or a Seat Ibiza Cooper, or it's what we used to use years ago on our old track cars, with like a 300mm disc. So bigger brakes on the front, new brakes on the back. We're going to do powder coated subframes. It already has new bushings, they're poly bushings, so we'll take them out, get them back in. So this is going to be here for a little while, and we're going to have to do a bit more setup in the new unit. You'll see in a minute, we have something to go here, and then we're gonna start probably moving some of this stuff, because what I want to do is set up an area for this car where I can move it to, get it up on axle stands and take the subframes out of it. So we're gonna pull the engine on the lift, take it off, over there somewhere, get up on axle stands. We're going to pull the subframes out of it just so it's not taking up a lift, because we still don't have the second lift in. We're getting there. Bear with me. Be nice to me today. I'm sick. It's man flu. We're back. We're in Oranmore. Come here, I'll show you something. I said I'd update you with what was happening in the shed. I'm absolutely dying here. Watch me make it difficult for you. Whoa! Keep me in frame. There you go. We updated the bench. The bench is now black and silver, and we're bringing it up to the garage. My days. I have to cut the back of it because, you know, but like, yeah, spec'd out to the last. that's the update. Now we're going to Gorge, Little Brazil as some people like to call it.
You point at me and say that.
Because you're Brazilian. We're going to Gort to get some more bits. Clear out that there's still a few small bits left in the garage. We have to make a couple of stops. I have to get lunch. Might get sick. Sure, look, we'll update you as we go. Good luck, go on. So, we're back in the new place. We have all the lifts in now, so it's fully set up. It was all just a big joke. We're actually never leaving here. No, we're back in the OG place. And we're just taking out the reels and stuff. Hold on. Welcome back. We're back at the OG HQ. We're just taking our last few bits. We have to take off the reels off the roof. David won't go up there because he's scared of heights. So am I. And we have to take down like the water lines and stuff like that. Grab a few bits from the shed outside. That's where we're at right now. I love doing that to you. Yeah, that's the quick update.
What's next?
What is next? Oh, lunch, man, I'm starved. Yeah, we'll get this place cleared out, get something to eat, and then we'll make a quick pit stop on the way back up. Get started at the E30.
You seen me on YouTube, did ya? You did, you watched it twice, you just so you could stare at my face.
Tell him how many views!
1,400 views! Yeah, you were probably 1,300 of them, fool.
How many subscribers?
509 subscribers, and you're 500 of them. We're gonna overtake you soon as well, fool.
I'm going home now for a fucking bubble bath and a foot rub.
What did you just say?
A bubble bath and a foot rub. Herself now won't have the kettle on, swear to God. Well, yeah, you straighten her up, she was fine. I don't know what you want to finish. Thanks for watching, guys.
This week's vlog done, and then show what you've done and what you're going to do now before you go home.
Do you have the script? You're meant to hold up. You normally have a piece of paper you hold up behind you like this and I read it. No? Or a free. Right. We have cars dropped off, cars paid for, cars collected, cars started, cars not started, cars outside, cars inside, fucking cars everywhere. Trailers full of stuff, trailers full of scrap. And next week is probably going to be more of the same. Next week we're going to be tearing into the E30 because it's now Thursday. We don't record on a Friday for legal reasons. So Friday I do usually do a bit of cleaning, a bit of messing and bollocksing. It's not worth fucking recording like. So today was a busy day. What do you reckon? A lot happened. That's kind of it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to back the van and trailer in, I'm going to close the door, and I'm going to go home. It's exactly what I'm going to do. Man down. Good luck.
All eyes on me, live the life of a thug nigga till the day I die. Live the life of a boss player.